Hey guys, it's me. I'm very excited today to talk about Arcane. I really enjoyed watching this show. I will be sharing my thoughts about this series and why I think it's one of the best animated shows to date. So, Arcane is a 9 episode Netflix animated show which is based on the video game called League of Legends. If you didn't already know, League of Legends is a huge game which has a huge following. From music, cosplay, to the creation of other video games, which I am not a part of. In fact, I knew nothing about the video game other than it's a MOBA. I recognize some of the characters, but I don't know who or what they are. So actually, I was very skeptical whether I would like the show or not. Also, because Netflix recently released Dota the Series 2, which is also based on a popular video game, and that show wasn't really that talked about. I haven't watched it myself, so I can't say much about it. So, after finishing season 1 of Arcane, I can say that it is so good. It's so damn good. I was very surprised by how much I actually liked it. It caught me off guard. I came in with zero expectations, thinking that it would be just a group of people fighting and it being a mindless, fun action series, but it's way more than that. First of all, I usually talk about the story first, but I can't ignore how good this series looked. It is one of the best looking animated shows I've seen in a long time. I think they've taken cel shaded technology to a whole new level. The character models are also very well designed. The way they move and the way the entire series is captured is an entire cinematic experience. The background and environment, the building looks so good. I can tell that the show must have taken a long time to make. This series is very bright and vibrant, very colorful, buildings glimmer, insects glow, and weapon blazes with bright orange or beams. If you're not invested in the story, this show is still nice to look at. The animation also cleverly used 3D and 2D blended together to make this show. While most of the show is 3D, the smoke, light, and other effects are in 2D. I find it really clever and interesting because not many show does this. But that's not all the series offers. It comes packaged with a good story too. Arcane mainly takes place in two main areas: the City of Progress, Piltover, which basically is a mega city with rich high society and the upper class, and Zaun, the forgotten underground hive city. It is polluted, riddled with crime, shady businesses, black markets, and corrupted with addicts. There are several main plots in the story. The show is centered mostly around the building tensions between Piltover and Zaun. So over at Zaun, there's clashes between underground gangs and groups fighting for power and independence. Their hatred towards the people of Piltover are mostly universal, but their views and actions are different. Some seek more of a business truce. Some have plans to take over the utopian city above and cause an all-out war. At Piltover, councils bicker and banter on how best to run the city. There's tons of corruptions between the other council members too, and the police force working with the gang members below. The struggle mainly is the same, but the game is played differently. I like the contrast between two zones and between the characters. It kind of mirrors real life because it's not always black and white, and some people were forced to do or say things to keep the peace. The violence in the show gets pretty heavy too. There's many instances where blood is spilled, people are dying, children even, and a lot of swearing and curses are being thrown out. By the way, did I mention that this show is definitely not for kids? It's rated 14 and above, so if you have kids, maybe don't expose them to this show. I like the character designs. I understand that they are already based on existing characters from the game, but the show design is a bit more toned down and different in proportions to make it look more natural in a way. I want to mention that the song for this show has really stuck on me. The band Imagine Dragons has made song for the series. At first I thought, maybe they want to appeal to the younger generations with this hip music. But now looking back into it, I think it does fit the overall theme of the show. And League of Legends was always about the younger audience. So I'm sorry if my review is biased. I honestly can't find much to complain about. This show is very well paced. We not only get the full character developments, but at the same time, I think this series feeds us a lot about the world of Arcane and the technology. As you can tell, I highly recommend this to anyone who's looking for a good animated show. I mean, I expected a generic story really. Maybe something about evil power or being wanting to destroy the world, and it's only up to these small groups of people to save the entire city from destruction kind of story. But what we got was rich storytelling accompanied with impressive visuals. This series will be getting a season 2. I am looking forward to see what happens next. I hope you guys check this series out too. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Let me know what you guys think of the show. I would love to know your opinions. Thanks.